Hey y'all, welcome to PJs and Mugs. This is Story Time with Jessica. It's all good. Hi everyone, and welcome to PJs and Mugs. It's me, Jessica. It's all good, and I'm so glad to be back with another fun adventure. I want to say Happy Easter, everybody! That's right. Today is Easter Sunday. I hope y'all had a fantastic time at church. If you don't go to church, I hope you had a fantastic Sunday. I will tell you this, for me, I'm like, listen, I'm old school. We're gonna go old school Southern Black church. So yes, I wore a big hat. And yes, I told my husband, you might be a white husband, but we going old school Sunday Black today, okay? There. I said what I said. Before we get too deep into Easter, let me just shout out the mug, okay? So, as you see, this is a New York City mug. It says, God bless America, and it is a pre-2000 structure of New York City. My first time going was actually in 2008, and it was very surreal. To all of my New Yorkers out there, I know it's been a long time, but you are amazing, you are strong, and just a reminder of how dark things can get, but how we, if we have faith, we can keep moving forward. So, cheers to New York City, and it is a beautiful place. If you've never gone, make sure you go. I am actually hoping to go back for like some Broadway musicals in the near future. I didn't know about food tours at this time. I want to go back one day and do food tours. I haven't been, honestly, since college, and I've only been in New York upstate since I've become like an adult. So, great city and great state. So let's talk about Easter. I wanted to specifically get into Easter because for 8 years I missed church on Easter Sundays. In fact, I basically missed most of the weekend of Easter. Why? Because I was the Easter Bunny! That's right! If you've paid attention to any of my comedy, my YouTube, my social media, I did birthday parties for kids with a company for 8 years. Later on, found out people still loved how I entertained, so people would still book me like privately to come and do stuff even after all those years. And one of the biggest things, the busiest times of the years for us was Easter weekend. Not just Easter weekend, but the weekend before. Like 2 full weekends of Easter bunnies everywhere. Y'all, there was one weekend, I did so many Easter parties. I paid rent off of those 3 days. I think I had like 8 parties. At least half of those parties tipped. Some of them were longer than others. It was crazy. And rent was also cheaper. In fact, I don't think people always think about what's happening to the mascot characters. Every time I hug them, yes, I still will hug mascot characters today. You should see me at the Buc-ee's gas station. Anytime I go to a Buc-ee's and there's a mascot Buc-ee's, I'm like, oh my God, it's Buc-ee. I love Buc-ee's so much. If you do not know what Buc-ee's gas station is, look it up and then make sure you find one on your next long road trip. But I will hug these mascot characters and I'm like, hey, you good in there? All right. I feel you. I know where I've been there. I know, get this money, honey. Okay? Hug these kids, get this money. So I say that from experience. And as an Easter bunny, people don't understand the torture that you're going through at these parties. Number one, it's Easter. It's springtime. In Georgia, that means it is fake summer. Okay? It's hot. The Easter bunny is fur. So you're wearing felt and fur and fuzzy from head to toe. Your whole body is in this, and now you gotta jump around, usually outside, looking for some eggs you don't care about, with a bunch of kids who are like, oh my God, Easter, because Jesus died. Like, how did that all come together? So, either way, I had to make my money. So I was young, I did what I had to do. Sometimes you gotta do something strange for a little change. And for me, that strange was the Easter bunny. People see this happy, big bunny jumping around and you're like, oh, look at that bunny. It looks so happy. But what's really happening is you're like, oh my God. Someone help me. It's hot. These kids keep trying to grab my tail. I don't want no one taking off my little bunny foo-foo tail. So you're sitting there trying to move your behind out the way as these kids are like chasing you. Sorry, dropped my thing. It's crazy. I had one party where this teenager decided to be stupid, like a 14-year-old or something. Now, first, before I get into that, I have to explain the head. It's like this big helmet, okay? You're in this dark, big helmet, and while everyone sees the big eyes, you're actually only looking through like a little hole half the time, or if it's like 2 holes half the time, you're like trying to do this to see. So this is your vision. Like, I can't see what's going on, okay? So I heard some kid who's like, man, that bunny ain't real. Some kid bouncing around a basketball. And then this same kid starts taking that basketball and throwing it at the Easter Bunny. And it is hitting me in the Easter Bunny head. Now, thank goodness it couldn't hit me in my head, but it's hitting this big helmet. This helmet is knocking me around. It's moving around. I'm very discombobulated, and it's messing me up. And this kid keeps coming back. He did it like 3 times or so. And I was like, I got to find this kid. But of course, I got to be in character. So I'm like hopping around like, where's this little boy? I'm going to bunny kick this boy in the face, okay? So finally, I figure out which one. Because again, I can only see so much. But I figured out, I'm like, there he is. That's the one, basketball. I like hopped my happy bunny self over to this kid, right? And I got close to him. Then I jacked him up by his shoulder and I pulled him in as close as I could. And I whispered to him in the helmet, I swear if you hit me in the head with that basketball one more time, then I let him go. And I hopped away. And y'all, I could tell you, I was able to catch a glimpse of him. And he was stunned. He's like, did I just get threatened by the Easter Bunny? It was great. It was great. Now I'm hopping around like, yeah, I might be hot, but revenge, yo. And then I heard something pop off. And I was like, is there a fight about to happen? So I'm out in the field with these kids, but there's some of the adults. This is one of those parties. These folks are getting loud and crazy. And I'm like, I need to get out. They didn't pay me enough for this. I do not get paid enough to be a dead bunny. So y'all, I like happied my way on out. I'm like, I'm a happy hop. Bye. Good luck. Y'all kill each other, not me. I don't know you. And so that was the end of that party, the kid with the basketball. Another party, y'all, I know my work stories are crazy. That's why people come to watch this, because it's like, this is not real. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I had a shower and I'm hot and like water and sweat is everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you one more story because this one is funny and unreal. I think I actually do have it somewhere on my other YouTube, somewhere on the pages here. If you look for Confessions of the Easter Bunny, I don't know if that one is still on here, but take a look. Go through my Memoirs of a Supermodel Princess Clown stuff. I might talk about this. One of the last Easters I did with a company, there was a family who really, really wanted an Easter Bunny, but they're procrastinators, and they thought it'd be a good idea to book a party like Thursday before Easter Day. Like, it's like, dude, everybody has already planned this. Everybody already is ready for Easter. What are you doing? How did you even throw a party together at the last minute like this? What is wrong with you? So they called the company frantic. Now, the thing is, because it is Easter, we are all booked. Everyone is completely booked. I was the only entertainer who had 1 slot left to do a party. When they found out, though, that I was an African-American individual, they're like, well, we don't want a black person at our house. These racist people wanted an Easter Bunny, but they didn't want me, specifically any black person, to come to their house. Because I guess in their very illogical mindset, they figured that somebody who can barely see in a hot felt fur outfit with furry hands that can barely, you can't even pick eggs up. Like, you got to do all this just to pick the egg up. When people see the egg, the bunny playing with the egg, they see this. And it looks good. It's cute. It's like a bunny with the egg. No, it's because you can't pick it up and you're like trying to pick it up. So there's a lot going on. You can't even figure feet because you're wearing big old fluffy feet. So no, nobody can rob you in your house, crazy racist person. Sometimes racism makes people really, really illogical. Just no. Anyway, we're not going to get there too deep. So now the company is telling me this, and I'm like, I don't think I want to go to a racist person's house. I kind of meant to live today. They're like, well, we really need someone. And they finally gave up and said they'll take the black person. And I'm thinking, lucky me. Okay. So now I finished all my parties. I'm at this final party. I'm sitting there on Easter Sunday thinking, am I going to make it out of here alive? I do not go into people's houses until I've had the money. Y'all, I actually fast rewind to another party I did. These people took forever to pay me. This woman did not want to give me the money. I'm like, you need to meet me outside and pay me. She's like, come on in. I'm like, I'm not coming in. I told you when I spoke to you on the phone, you have to meet me at my car to pay me. Then I will come inside. At that house, I had to go knock on the door without my head and my hands on. I'm fuzzied up, but it's like, if the kids see me, your party is ruined. I knock on the door. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I haven't gotten paid yet. She's like, oh, I'm like, you come pay me like you're supposed to, and then we'll come. Y'all, I almost left this party. And the thing was, you looked at this house. It was a gorgeous house, a massive, you got money kind of house. Why are you taking forever to give a few bucks to the dang Easter Bunny kind of house? So finally, this woman came out and paid me with an attitude like 30 minutes late. I swear I was going to leave if it was 5 more minutes. And then I put my helmet on. I go into this house with this woman. Remember, this is not the racist folks. This is the rich, cheap people. So this woman takes me in the house. I can barely see as they're guiding me. They push me into the small space. The next thing I know, we're moving. I realize I'm in an elevator. Somebody has enough money to invest in a piece of their house that moves up and down with trinkets and wires and pulleys and levees. But you can't pay the Easter Bunny $150. By the way, I have to give that to everybody else. It's not like I'm taking the money by myself, but you got an elevator in your house and you don't want to pay the Easter Bunny, but you want all your kids. What is wrong with you? So it was a lot of work being a bunny. Thank goodness the people couldn't see the anger as I'm jumping around. Okay. So now rewind back to, or fast forward to whichever direction we were going, back to the racist party. So now I'm sitting outside of this neighborhood waiting for somebody who clearly hates me for no reason at all, except they have an issue with pigment. This person, this man comes out, and it's funny because it's usually a wife, but a husband comes out. He is extremely nice. It's as if he didn't realize that the company talks to its entertainers. As if he didn't know that I knew that he is racist and didn't want me there. But he's looking at me. I give him the paper to sign. He signs the paper. He hands me the money. I'm like, thank you. I'll be inside shortly. So, as I am counting to make sure he paid the right amount, I realize there's an extra $30 in. I'm like, excuse me, sir. Do you? He's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, okay. The racist people who hate black people gave me an extra $30. Dude gave me like the biggest tip of the weekend. Was this guilt? Was this hush money? Do they always tip like this? I asked the company, do we have any more racist people who needed another bunny for this weekend? I think I'm gonna be all right. And when I tell you I was the best bunny that they probably ever saw, I don't think anybody else at the party knew I was black. I'm just jumping around. And these kids were actually small little cute kids. I'm like, oh, look at these kids. They don't know they're gonna grow up to be racist. Oh, they're so cute. So I'm being all bunny-like. I'm getting the eggs. I'm like, having a great time. The kids are hugging me like, oh my God. I'm thinking, I wonder if these people know their kids are hugging a black person. Oh, these racist people. Yes, right. There's a black person in here hugging your kids in the Easter Bunny. Watch these kids grow up to be racist and find out they're going to watch this video. They're like, oh my God, I was hugging a black lady and she didn't rob you. If it seems like I have some pent up anger from the Easter Bunny, let's just say it's a good thing I'm going to church today. I went to church today. Okay, fine. It's pre-recorded. You know, I was trying to be in the future. I messed up. I'm not a professional. Get over it. Anyway, so 8 years of missing Easter so I could be the Easter Bunny, and these are some of the things I had to go through. That being said, I will take sitting at church with my husband and my big hat any day now. And I won't be burning up because even though I'm getting older, I'm bringing my fan. Like a Boots on the Ground song. Where them fans at? Oh! So thank you for listening to my rant. My story, my fun work story about being the Easter Bunny. Just one of the many crazy stories. If you've enjoyed this and this is your first time viewing PJs and Mugs, go back and listen to some more crazy, unbelievable stories of this life of mine. I hope that you are enjoying it. I hope you have some funny stories too. I will say that I've noticed in the comments that quite a few people are starting to share a few things here and there. So one day I'm going to take the time to address those. If you have something funny you want to share, let me know. If you're like, yo, it's really good, I want to send it to you, message me or like DM or like go to my website and email me or something and I'll share it. I'll figure it out. Still figuring it out. That being said, I hope you guys have been enjoying all these stories. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me talking about Easter today. If you would like to hear more, like and subscribe. That's what everyone says, right? I'm doing it right. I forget to say that all the time, but this is my first time saying like and subscribe. And come back next week for another one. Go back and listen to the other ones. Watch the playlist of Supermodel Princess Clown, which is something from back in the day when I tried to do this and I failed miserably. But anyway, just, keep coming back. And maybe one day you'll catch a comedy set. I swear I'm going to post those. Eventually. Okay, this has been fun. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your sleep tonight. And when you go to work tomorrow, just remember that no matter how bad your job is, you weren't in an Easter Bunny suit with kids trying to knock you over and grab your Easter Bunny tail. Cheers! Bye!